Yo, hey, and as I say, man, we back. Hey, we're back for another round of SG podcast. It's your main man, it's your boy, it's the one and only H Hendrix live in effect with you this evening on a Friday night vibes, man. As the slogan says, man, we just working the weekdays like usual, and we always got in the building with my main man, my co-host, Money Duff Trav.
Money
What's good?
Duff is in the building. Champion. We champions right now. Champs right now. The
Man.
money goes to the champions right now. We toast up, popping champagne out here, man. We make correct predictions, man. We gotta do the yellow and the blue,
I hear you, man. 100%, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, this NBA Finals has been it, man. It has been lit. It has been live. To be honest, this is exactly what I expected. I'm not sure if anybody expected this, but that's what I expected. I expected a good series. I expected a good round. I expected a good opportunity, man. It was really a vibe, man. Your boy Steph Curry did his thing. Be honest with you. Your boy Steph Curry did his thing,
man. MVP. Got money on that too. Curry MVP. Got money on that too.
Yes,
it's simple, man. When the guru speaks, all you have to do is really listen, man. If you take into account of what I'm telling you, what I'm seeing before the season even unfolds, it's greatness. I saw the greatness. I saw the greatness in those guys, and they did what they did what they were supposed to do. They had championship knowledge, championship intensity. They figured out the defense, how to stop their scorer, and set checks. The match is over. What I said it in 6. I thought it was gonna be 5, but I said it could be 5, but 6 was the number because all it took was we play a zone to stop Tatum from coming off the pick and roll. If Jaylen Brown doesn't give us 35, they're not gonna win the game. Simple math. Math. That's all it was. What's up, Jay Wig, man? Let us see you on, man. How you been? Jay Wig?
What's good, man? What's good, man? Hey, that's the number one driver right there, man. If you need anywhere to go, man, make sure you get with Jay Wig Live, man. That boy stay on the road, man. That man I've seen the country, I don't know, about 3, 4, maybe 12.
Always on the road, man.
He always on the road, man.
Always. Destinations to get to, man. Gotta get to them pins. You know what I mean?
100%, man. And so we just chopping up, man. We just
who did you go with? Who did you go with that last game?
As far as like who do I think will win?
The single bet, that single bet game.
Oh, so I'm on a 40 day hiatus from betting.
Okay.
Game 7. So I mean, I still track bets. If y'all can follow me on the app Action Network. As far as game 6, I didn't do good. That was the worst I did in the whole final series. I picked Boston at the half and quarter 3 over, and both of them missed. But I was ripping the whole final series. Just yesterday, I didn't do good. I actually had Golden State to win yesterday. In my mind, I just didn't put it on. I didn't put it on the track. But I did have Golden State to win game 6 in my mind.
Man. So as far as me, man, I kind of always knew Golden State was gonna win. I mean, I'm not necessarily on a hiatus, but I didn't take any particular direct bet with that. But that was really good, man. It was alive in effect with it, man. It was.
I mean, in the beginning of the series, I had Boston to win in 7 in the beginning of the series, but after Boston gave up game 4, I was like, if they don't win game 5, they ain't winning at all, and that's what happened.
I said 3 in a row. I called it. I called it all the way through the year. It's like I wrote the story for it to be what it was. I told you what it was. Game 6, I said they'd be there. They were going to be the champions. I couldn't predict the Eastern Conference. That Boston being there wasn't supposed to be Boston being there, but it just made it a lot easier for Golden State to actually take this ring and now jumpstarts Stephen Curry into the top 10 most greatest players in the NBA history. And the horrible thing about this is not horrible. I'm sorry to say, not horrible, because he's a greatness. He can win another championship in probably 2 years because of the roster. Look at that roster. They have Wiseman that hasn't. Yeah, they have Wiseman that hasn't played.
If you take a look at the Golden State Warriors,
knows the system. And then you have Kuminga and as well as Moody. You can lose Poole. I'm sorry to say, you can lose Poole and retain Clay unless you want to flop that and keep Poole and take less, because Poole can score 25. Poole can give you 25 and 7. So you can let Clay go, or you can keep Clay, which that will be, as a GM, a stupid thing to do. I'm sorry, me speaking. Let Clay go, keep Poole, and oh my God, what it's possible. It's a real possible thing.
That's for sure. And so if you look at like the whole NBA Finals, it's been pretty lit, man. It was a really good thing. One thing that you realize in the NBA Finals, honestly, what I feel like is the best man on the court team typically wins, and that's how I feel about happens in the nights. And then it comes down also to coaching. And I think in that series, they had the best player on the court and they had the best coach to be on the team. So if you look at these two obstacles, right, if my team can make adjustments, my superstar can outride your superstar in terms of being able on the court, and then our game plan is better than yours, it doesn't matter necessarily what you do, because you can do whatever. You can have two people that's mediocre, 50% people make 100. But if you got 100 and 50%, another 20, my team is going to beat you no matter what. So I think in the overall spectrum, if you look at it, Steph Curry was the best player in the series, and he had help from the Wig, from Wig, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look,
Mr. Wig.
Jay Wiggs lost on brother. Hey guys, I'm sorry to say that is his blood relative. He won't.
Could be, man.
It's his blood relative. Look at the pictures. Hey, can we get a side by side, please?
No, not right now, man. Don't just be sporadic. Don't just be sporadic, man. But I'm saying we don't have any side by sides right now, my guy. You should have put that up before you came on. But with the things that's happening, man, what we have to do, man, it was a really good series. I mean, I think it played out as needed. It was very structural. If you look at it, it was really good. I actually liked the outcome. I really thought it was going to go down to the seventh game. But because it's kind of like different. I even seen after the game when y'all was looking at, I don't know if y'all peeped this, that it wasn't just after the game wasn't as big as it would have been if it was in Golden State. It seemed kind of like, it was nice. The boys were cheering inside the fan. It's hard to break. It was good to break the people heart of the home crowd, but it's nothing like having the people that been fighting for you all year in your corner.
Greatness didn't want that expectancy to actually leave it on that seventh game. Oh, give it a show, more money, more. Steph Curry wasn't playing that. Steph Curry wanted that. Oh no, I am the best son basketball player ever alive. There's no other father in the league, son player that's done something this great. So Steph Curry wants to be the greatest player ever. And he's at where LeBron was leaving the Heat. You get what I'm saying? He's at where LeBron was leaving the Heat.
Can you give me some factual information on why you feel this way? Don't just give me like that longevity story. Give me something that says, hey, listen, why do you say
at the point of his career, injury base, how he plays on the court, he's still mid-tier of his prime. LeBron was mid-tier at his prime going back to the Cavs. Am I right or am I wrong?
I think
What are you
LeBron.
considering prime? Are you saying like an age or a skill?
Not age-wise. I don't care about the age. He's not dunking. You saw the plus and minus Steph Curry had defensively, not offensively, defensively. Help side in defense, getting back to his rotations, basically playing his parts in the zone was tremendous. It wasn't because he got the steal. It's because he was where he had to be. To be back down on the other side for that fast break transition basket. The team is not going to change. I'm sorry to say. They have to pay everyone. So, yeah, you might lose Andrew Wiggins, but you lose Andrew Wiggins.
So they definitely will. They definitely will.
That's a big factor. Yeah, I'm not saying it's nothing small. Now
if they keep Andrew, Clay can't stay. They're gonna trade Clay.
So now listen to me now. Exactly.
Hold up, Mama Duffy.
Listen.
Hold on.
And I get exactly where you got at, Wig. I get exactly where you got at. So now, why would I trade Clay if I got Kuminga? You don't think Kuminga could at least 70% of that role that Wiggins played, or better? You don't see that in that Kuminga kid?
No,
I don't.
You don't see that.
Honestly, I mean, it sounds like you live in like hopes and wishes. Like,
listen, he didn't play the rotation because he has to.
Just hold on 1 second.
Wiggins at power forward. You realize that, right? You didn't know that. They played Wiggins at power forward. Wiggins played small forward, shooting guard most of his career. Am I lying, Jay Wig, or am I speaking knowledge?
Say that one more time.
All right, so
say that one more time.
I said they played Wiggins at power forward.
A lot with sugar.
A lot of possessions, Wiggins played power forward, but most of Wiggins' career, he played shooting guard, small forward, more so small forward, but shooting guard when they had to get to it. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, he spent his amateur career just being like the main player on the team, like a ball handler,
shooting guard, small forward, wing player.
But I mean, once he got to the league, he was mainly a swing. But besides all that, you know, he was used. Like it's positionless basketball. Like the game done grew, so I can't really say he's a power, a small, or a shooting. It's just like when Tatum was going off, he was on Tatum, and Tatum could play power forward, small forward, and point guard. And then when Jalen goes off, he was on Jalen, who Jalen could play small forward, shooting guard, and sometimes power forward. They playing small, so it's not really a position because it's a positionless ball.
So he was a lockdown defender. So now what I'm saying is Kuminga is a second-year player that showed potential to be a starting wing player. We're just going to say wing. We're not going to even give him a title.
Trav, what you seem like you're living off his potential. Like, you have to go off of facts. Like, so what you're saying is
going off of organizational.
Well, you have a guy already. You already have a guy, right? That's already putting up the numbers. You already have a guy that can be able to show you quality. He already showed up in the playoff for you.
I can't pay him.
So it doesn't matter if you can. Don't believe it. They just have to go into say the luxury tax. Don't believe that they can't pay him. Like they have to.
There.
It's on the sacrifice of a team in order to say, cool, I can pay this player. It's not that they can't pay him. It's just that they say, hey, cool, how are we going to construct this team to make it to the next wave? And I believe if they want to make it there, each player will make a sacrifice to see themselves get back to the NBA championship. So if Clay look and say, cool, I'm not the same guy I am no more, hey, cool, go ahead. Maybe I can't take this commercial. And a
Players
lot
not
of
thinking
times
like that.
in the NBA, if you look at it, they subsidize salary with promotional things. So cool, we'll put you in the commercial. Now we're gonna put you in Allstate. Cool. I can only pay you $14 million, but I guarantee I'll get you in a movie. Cool. I can't only pay you $14 million, but guess what? I'm gonna get you a couple insurance companies on the back end. I got a portfolio. I'm gonna drop you some money inside some cryptocurrency that's gonna give you, and that's a lot of things that you watch. So if you gotta look at the back end of basketball, it's not always on the front end of the numbers. Do you think LeBron is only making what he's making a salary? He makes a lot of other money based off the Lakers, based off his name working for the Lakers. So his name pays his salary. So Wiggins, what's going to happen is if he's looking for a championship, he can't really go to no other team. You could maybe name one or two teams that he could. He's not going to be that same player on any other team. Not legitimately. You can't just go.
My prediction?
He's not a plug and play.
I'm great with
and so just to deal on your fact, Money Duffel, if you could just take it back for 20 seconds, is that your initial point is that Curry is at the point where LeBron James was when he was in Miami. That's how we got to the point where we at. So dealing with that particular point, what I'm saying to you is that is something that he's not, because LeBron James went to Miami for a different reason. Steph Curry been established with this team from his start to where he at right now. He had already won championships. LeBron James went to Miami.
Already right there. Makes him a better player. And so he hasn't changed things.
And so absolutely. And so now when you look at LeBron James, as far as comparing the two, really, I don't think he'll exceed LeBron James as being like a Mount Rushmore player. He's not gonna his impact in the game is the same, but I think as far as like that same year commitment is a little different. So you can't really say they're the same at when he's in Miami. LeBron.
Let me ask you this.
Same.
All right, so let me ask you this. So if he had in the next 5 years, because we know he's still gonna be in the league unless he has a drastic injury, he's not gonna be in. Next 5 years, that makes him what, 37? Right? Where is he at? 33 right now?
LeBron James, we're talking about Stephen Curry.
Curry.
Oh, he's 34.
He's 34? Yeah. 34? All right, so next 4 years. Even if we say 4, because 39, if you're shooting, you can shoot at 39. Yes or no? Yay or nay?
But everybody
at 39. You're probably gonna be running. You're probably gonna be running 20 minutes a night, 20 whatever. But you can still shoot it effectively.
Not necessarily. That's not true, Travis. That's not true, Money Duff. Because there's no proof in what you're saying. Because who do you know at 39?
All right, so H-Man, let me be honest with you. H-Man, if you have the money to have the medical requirements for you to be active and strong and healthy, you're going to continue that, right or wrong.
Who did you see that with? Who have you seen that done with? You living off of like this hypothetical world. Who?
Tom Brady, LeBron James. So what
LeBron
I'm saying
James
to you, there's
he's not 39.
Out for 40 years.
But he was not shooting jumpers. Nah. It's not legitimate.
LeBron is looking like LeBron of Miami Heat, is he?
He will.
Or are you going to say yes?
His impact on the game is the same.
It's fast break stuff. LeBron is not freight train trying to come down and kill 3 people trying to defend him.
He can if he wanted to. He doesn't have a team constructed to be able to do that. He doesn't have a D-Wade on his team.
Saying? If he kill it if he wanted to, I want to be wearing this yellow. I'll be wearing Laker yellow and purple shade. That's what will be happening if LeBron could be freight training down this court. That's what I will be doing, right?
Basketball is a team sport, and you do need other people on your team to coincide. You could score 70 points all you want to, but your players don't. Anthony
Davis is a top 5 player. So he has a top 5 player. So what's going on? You making excuses for not what is not happening. You cannot discredit the greatness that the organization has won, plus one of the greatest players in the world. Stop discrediting this guy. Because if he wasn't, y'all guys gotta remember, it was 2 years Steph Curry sat out because of ankle injuries. It was also 2 years, and you said it's a team game, 2 years Klay Thompson sat out because of the same thing, legs and ankles. So what we're gonna say is, if we want to go a healthy season, everybody, LeBron is gonna be great. Yes, LeBron is gonna be great, but that's not the case. What we're going off is organizational basketball. So LeBron organizationally doesn't have it like he used to.
He does. If Anthony Davis was healthy, and this is if, because we're dealing with a lot of ifs and hypotheticals. If Anthony Davis was healthy, I don't think Golden State would have won the championship.
Really?
100%. I would have bet my money on that.
If Wiseman was healthy, if we can go off a lot of ifs and or
but that's what you giving me. You giving me the ifs.
Jamal Murray was healthy, if
he wouldn't have been in the NBA Finals either. At the beginning of the season, did you not? Who? Everybody typically thought. Not 8 out of 10 people thought that Lakers would be in the NBA Finals.
No,
8 out of 10.
I didn't.
Are not bad because like all the predictions
were
Lakers versus Brooklyn. Brooklyn got swept. Lakers didn't get close. You know what I mean? So, like the once again, the game keeps changing. You know what I'm saying? You're throwing out that AD is top 5. AD ain't top 5. He wasn't top 5 last year if he was healthy or if he was hurt. Like AD barely breaks top 10 in my eyes last year if he's healthy because the league changed that damn fast. You know, LeBron's still in the top 5. I'm not gonna say he's number 1, but he damn sure still top 5. Giannis, he's top 5. That's probably number 1 right there. You know what I'm saying? Ja, definitely top 5 for last year. Luka, definitely top 5. That's already 4.
So wait. So hold on. Wait. Wait, where's KD at? Hold on, KD. Wait, you just said Ja, Luka.
KD was
KD?
KD, you got to argue that he's top 5. You got to argue that. Cause Luka, who I put in the top 5, he didn't get swept. Matter of fact, he made it to the Western. Matter of fact, he made it to the Western Conference. If I'm not mistaken. And you can't take Ja out because Ja didn't get swept. Matter of fact, if he didn't get hurt, they probably beat Golden State. If he don't get hurt, you can't take out LeBron regardless. LeBron cannot get out of the top 5 until he dies or until he retires.
Going off accolades. What you're doing is going off accolades, and that accolade stuff gets us nowhere.
I'm going off the way this year, man. I ain't
not even accolades. The way LeBron played last year, he can't get kicked out of the top 5.
So if LeBron played 50 games, is that our fault? LeBron played 50 games?
I didn't say nothing about him. I didn't say nothing about his quantity. I said the way he played last year, you can't push him out the top 5. Not the quantity, the way he played. When he was in the game, and he played majority of the season.
Absolutely, man.
So how do you push him out the top 5?
Well, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
title.
Yep, he damn near did win a scoring title. he was about to be the league MVP.
He did. I listen.
I'm not going last year, the top 5 player, KD, you had to argue. You had to argue with KD being in there, and then just if you throw Steph in that 5 right there, you got Luka, Ja, LeBron, Giannis, and Steph. That's 5 for me. I can't put KD in there. KD didn't look like a top 5 player to me last year.
But
he was great.
But listen, you got to remember, it was him and his teammates. So now you have Harden and you had Kyrie. I understand Kyrie and want to take a shout out to Kyrie not wanting to be a pawn in this rich man's game. It is what it is. But I still, as a leader of a team, he held his own. As a leader, he can't control his teammates, just like he can't control injury.
You gotta be. That's your fandom. It's cool. It's cool. Everybody have their opinion. That's a good thing about it.
I'm just being honest. That's like saying oh, James Harden know he wants a ring, right? James Harden know he wants a ring, and he's saying, KD, talk to your boy, talk to Kyrie, because I only came here for us to win a ring. It's 3 of us. I came here. I took the step back already. I took the step back in OKC. Remember? You remember that? I took a step back behind Russ and behind you. You remember that. I know, Wig. I know you remember that. Because he wasn't the third player back there. He could have been a star.
Could have.
So I took the seat back already.
The whole team was stout, though. They whole team. That was a stout team.
They got to the finals. So now what I'm saying to you is, I'm doing it again, KD. I'm doing it again. I'm reliving that same life you asked me to relive before because we finna get a ring this time, bro.
That's not true. Because James Harden was like the main ball handler. He was actually the one who played.
Okay, wait. What you heard what I said? I took the step back, so he could play James Harden basketball that he did in Houston. That put the ball up, 50 points. Oh yeah, I'm finna, and I could give you KD shots. I can run KD plays.
That no more.
But it's not his system, correct? Exactly, it's not his system.
So what are you about? You're all over the place.
So what I'm saying to you, Money Trap, Mr. Money Duff. What I'm saying, the original point of this is that you were saying that about the whole scenario, and I would tell you that LeBron James is the same.
KD's team, right?
Right, and you're saying like you give me all the scenario hypothetical at KD. You give
it
me
was supposed to be Brooklyn versus what's the name? It was supposed to be Brooklyn versus the Warriors.
If you look at it, this is what I'm saying to you: is that LeBron James, as Wig was telling you, that he's in the top 5, and that next year, even looking at it, how the team is constructed, right? You give me possibilities about Andrew Wiggins, he gonna go somewhere else, and I'll tell you he won't be able to fit anywhere else. But if the Lakers, as we look right now, as constructed, they could be able to be the people there next year. If Anthony Davis stay healthy if he stays healthy for 75% of the season, I foresee the Lakers making it. He can miss the first quarter. Right, so if he makes the last 75% of it, I guarantee
let me break it down in 3 segments for you. I'm gonna get it.
Just stay on one fact. Stay with one fact at a time for me.
All right, one fact. What I feel like. Here you go. Andrew Wiggins, he's signing somewhere else. He's taking money and going somewhere else. Second, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, they're gonna be there. They're going to trade Westbrook somewhere in this draft. I don't know who's going to get it, but it's going to be a trade in the draft. Westbrook is going to go. Ham, you saw that they made Ham the head coach, right? Jay Wig, do you believe Ham's the head coach, or do you believe LeBron James is the head coach?
I have no idea who the hell Ham is. I haven't been following the Lakers lately. That shit is a shit show. I don't think it. Not with that.
What you just said, you don't even know who Ham is. Ham is an ex-NBA player. He's a good, capable coach. But LeBron James is the head coach.
You're like one of those theorists people. You got one of those things like, oh man, have you ever seen the sun jump up and down, touch the earth, and then move around and go back to the sky?
I'm not a theory person. I'm going based off facts. So now, Ham is here as the head coach.
You're living in hypothetical.
Ham is the puppet for LeBron.
Who says that?
Tyronn Lue was the puppet for LeBron. Just like Davis was the puppet for LeBron.
He was not.
I'm calling it as it is. Those puppets for LeBron.
You can't.
Now,
no, that's not true. That's not true, man.
So that's what happened. That's not factual.
The only reason why you say that is because, and I'm defending LeBron. He's not like he's one of my favorite players in the league, right? And so when you look at say any say program that's constructed, right, and then to take a team, take the coach. As I said, we just brought it up. Why did Golden State win the championship? Because the coach and they had one of the best players. So now it comes to with the Ham, he's gonna have to make adjustments. And LeBron James is the star player on the court that sees it. It's almost like Tom Brady on the field. He throws the pass, but the coaches still see the outside. Hey, listen, I seen the defender pull up on the right. Oh, I didn't see that, and that's the adjustments that I make. It doesn't make me not being the coach. That means that we work together to make this ship move forward, right? And so I believe Ham, just to deal with your point that you're bringing up, because you're taking me a lot of ways right now, is that Ham is the coach. He is going to be the voice in the locker room. He is going to be the person that holds everybody accountable. and therefore LeBron
Really?
James is the quarterback on
Really?
the field, which is on the court.
I don't believe it.
Absolutely. The only
Wig,
team
how
that I
you
think
feel
has
about that? Wig, give me your honest
hold on.
opinion. Please,
Hold
give me your take, Wig. I
Hold
need
on.
to hear this.
So the only thing
He
that I
said
foresee-
Ham is going to be the voice in the Lakers locker room. Tell me
Absolutely,
what you feel
100%.
about that, please.
100%. And the only team in the NBA right now that I believe that has a star player that kind of coaches themselves is the Brooklyn Nets.
I can give you three teams. I can give you four teams that scenario is happening.
So hold
not
your
just
14.
three. I can give you four.
Okay, hold your 14.
You want to hear those?
So right now, right now, what I'm talking to you about is that when you come down, say the Lakers, and you say looking into next year, I even foresee right now, I see the Miami Heat getting back. I see them getting them back. I see them being on the Eastern Conference side, playing maybe the Lakers.
They gotta make too many changes.
It's not too many changes need to be made. I don't think so. I think they ran into a slump.
They gotta make.
They just ran into a slump at the wrong time when it came.
Hey, listen, y'all still ain't answering all those questions I asked you back then. I want you to answer those questions.
There's one
I
question
want you to answer those questions back then.
We're not going to be going to these hypothetical 4 teams. You come up with something else. We're talking about next year. Who team? We're talking about this Miami Heat or the Orlando Magic or the Spurs. Who will make it the furthest? And I'm believing in the Heat on the Eastern side, right? Can you deny that?
Yes, I can. Because the Heat are not going to have Tyler Hero unless they re-sign him.
He's already going to have to
trade. Then they're going to have to trade the money they spent on Duncan Robinson, who was sitting on the sideline during the majority of the playoffs. Nobody wants that other guy with them small forward that played whatever he did this playoff. And then you're going to have to re-sign or let Oladipo go, which is Oladipo's going to go because you don't have the because you got to then re-sign. Wait, how much do you got Lowry for? How much you got Lowry for 3 years? 2 years? Then you got to – I think you got to spend some money at the center. It's 2 years?
It's 2 more years, I believe.
So you got to spend some money at the center position. Well, you ain't really got a lot of money to spend at the center position because clearly Bam isn't a center. Simple work. So when you spend the money at the center position, you don't got 50. You don't got – so what you going to go get a Bamba? Bamba is not a center. So I'm telling you as an Orlando Magic fan, you don't got that. There's not really a lot of centers out there. You can go get Robinson from New York, but then you're going to have to sign and trade. So you sign a Hero and trade it no, not going to work for you. What you going to do? You're going to get you're going to try to go to Utah and get, what's the kid name? Because you got Heat ties with Dwayne Wade. What's the guy name? Spider Mitchell. You're going to try to go there. You're going to have to give up too much. Utah and Dwayne Wade is not going to let you just get an easy look. Oh, give us 3 first round picks and bag of chips, and you're not going to get that. You're going to have to give up too much to go get Spider Mitchell. So it's possible. I'm not saying it's not. Not saying it's impossible. Not saying it's not a, because Pat Riley and Dwayne Wade gonna go do this, do their little gang sign. Oh, he can't forever. They're gonna do it.
More than anything, you just sound like a hater, man. On camera
going off with shows.
Put that blue
I'm just saying.
You're not a realist, man. You just a hater, man.
Like there'll be some ties going. So that's the only way it's gonna possibly happen, unless Dwayne Wade is like, I'm trying to be a better owner than you, Pat Riley.
What does Dwayne Wade got to do with the Miami Heat?
I mean, he got a lot to do with them, but
I mean, what he has to do with like that trade, like that man own a team.
You
I
heard
don't want
what
my
this
team
man
to say my best player for
You heard what
you
this
to
man
beat
said on live TV? You heard what this man said on live TV? What Dwayne Wade got to do with the Heat?
What I'm saying, I own the Jazz, man. Why would I change my player to the Heat to beat me?
I mean, it's not necessary. I think there's a trade for Spider Mitchell and the Heat to offer the Jazz. I think for the Jazz type of team, I think the Heat have a lot of pieces to give the Jazz to make them work with the Mitchell-less starting front. You know what I mean? If you keep Rudy Gobert and play an inside
And you
out
put
or just a
shooters around
that
him.
could work. You know what I mean? If you have
You sign Oladipo and then trade him there, and you got Hero Oladipo.
Are y'all not able to hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we listening, man. I know what you're about to say already.
If you got perimeter defenders like Hero and Robinson on your team, it's great to have a Rudy Gobert at the rim protecting their back. You know what I mean? It's a different. I'm not saying Rudy Gobert is a better defender than Bam. The thing is, Bam is asked to do so much more than what Rudy is asked to do. So if Rudy's just camping out in the paint, it works better for those type of defenders. But Bam, being the type of defender he is for the Heat, works better for the Heat because he's able to jump passing lanes from all over the court, and he's able to help out. That's why Hero and Duncanson as a defender is less of a productive player than they would be as a defender at the Jazz. So I think that will work out, and that works. You know what I'm saying? Works hand to hand because if you just keep Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell together, you're not going to get much out of it because they already have a wall against each other. So I mean, they got to get rid of one of them. I seen that Atlanta was trying to get on Rudy Gobert. They offered Collins, they offered Capella, and they offered what's the white shooter name? Huter. For Gobert and another draft pick. So if that's a haul for Gobert, I don't believe that the Heat do have enough. But I do think that they only broadcasted it out so they could try to keep Mitchell instead of keeping Gobert. But I think Mitchell's done. I don't think Mitchell want to have anything to do with the Jazz.
But that's what I'm saying
with that little trade.
But that's what I'm saying. So you can trade Izubuki, the kid from Kansas, that's a center that plays the bench with Utah. So you give the Heat a big man, and then you trade, let's say Oladipo, let's say Duncan Robinson, let's say Kyle Lowry, let's say Hero. You trade those 4 players just for those 2 players and Spider Mitchell, and you get a first rounder from Utah for all that, just for Spider Mitchell, just to make it work, the numbers work, and it's an even trade. And the Heat now puts themselves, okay, I got an offensive player with a defensive background team. Now I got an actual big man because he's 7'1", 255, big frame, long shoulders, 7'10" reach, a actual big man. And you gave Utah the package they need to shoot in the Western Conference against the Warriors, against the Nuggets, against the Phoenix Suns. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I see that Phoenix Suns. I'm just speaking off of emotion again because I've been speaking off of that a lot. I see Ayton going to Orlando. I'm sorry.
Okay. Just
Orlando needs a big man, so they're gonna trade. They need a big man, so I feel like they're gonna
trade Jimmy first round.
Picks
for Brown instead of the championship. They said they should trade Jimmy for Braun for picks for first. It said trade Jimmy and first round picks for Braun instead instant championship. That's from a follow Miss.
No, it's not worth it. LeBron gonna give you 2 years and a lifetime contract with his son. So it's like it's not really worth it. You're gonna get LeBron for probably like 1.5 years, and then his son is gonna come to your team because he's gonna make that work out, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. To me,
there's 3 teams right now that will not be traded. Jimmy is one of them. Bam is the second. And PJ Tucker is the third. Everybody else is on the table to be traded. But at the end of the day, you have put out 3 teams: Spurs, Magic, and the Heat. Who's gonna go further? And y'all response is the Heat have too much to change up to be good. Like if we come back with the same squad, we still better than 80% of the league with that same squad. Like, why is that squad? Huh?
You figured it out. You figured it out. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You already know how the league works. Vic. You know how the league works. Okay, everyone gets better, right? So now, hold on. Y'all talk for
gets
better, right? So now, you guys had pleasant players.
Bro, you talking majority of the players. Why I can't get mine out?
Go ahead.
Our starting point was hurt. Barely could walk. Our sixth man of the year. That means that out of all the six men, there's 32 teams in the league. 32 six man. Ours was the best six man. He was hurt, right? Who else was hurt? Jimmy. Jimmy was hurt. Our star was hurt, and we was one shot away from the championship. And you gonna say that the league figured us out? That we're not gonna be at least 80% better than 80% of the league?
You see that's a right there. Heroes got exposed. So now, what I'm gonna say to you,
was hurt. How do you get exposed when you hurt?
You get exposed when you're injury prone. You get exposed. Injuries is what you want to do is exclude injuries from the part of the basketball world. You can't expose it. You cannot run from. You can't run from it because if everyone is 100%
excuses, man.
He's injury prone. He played the whole season. Injury prone means
but he didn't play any of the last conference. He didn't play. He didn't play.
He got hurt. It's bad timing.
He did not play.
Who?
Hero.
He was hurt. How you play?
Don't say how you play with hurt because Robin Williams was playing on a limp foot. What Robin Williams? I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about. Guys from Boston, the center. He played on a limp leg the whole series. I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh my God.
He played on a limp leg the whole series. You watched that man limp up and down that court. Don't tell me you did it.
All right, you in your bag right now, man. You entertaining.
I'm just saying.
So Mr. Money Duffel. So how do you feel about the Orlando Magic? What's their progression? What's their next? What you feel about them going next year?
With the first round pick, the Orlando Magic picks up Bonchero.
Did you see how he went to the draft? Did you see how he just went to the draft? First round pick.
Dude, you asked me a question. I answered the question.
Already, and you don't even know who y'all gonna pick. You don't even know who y'all gonna pick. Whoever y'all gonna pick will make y'all better than the Heat. That's why your argument is non-void, dude. Whoever y'all gonna pick, it's gonna be better. It's gonna make y'all better than the Heat.
We're gonna win 30 plus games next year. Yes, I like it.
He gonna
30 plus games.
30 less games. The Heat gonna win 30
gonna regress. I said it. Yes, the Heat are gonna regress. Y'all have to spread your money out too many places. You're not gonna get Oladipo on another contract less than $10 million.
Oladipo only played like 10 games in the regular season. We was already number 1 seed.
And he wasn't effective, Jay Wade?
Huh? What happened?
Was he effective? Yes or no?
During the season, no, because he wasn't playing during the season. So no, he wasn't effective. We was already in the playoffs.
When he came in the playoffs and on a 6-man offense role because he became y'all 6-man because y'all 6-man wasn't playing.
Money does. You gotta listen to yourself talk, bro, because you're jumping from one thing to the next to like argue. You saying that all right, the original question was H brought up out of the Spurs, Orlando, and the Heat. Who's gonna do better? You're saying the Heat is not. You're saying that the Heat is gonna be under your team.
Heat is gonna regress.
And you said that your team gonna win 30 plus, which means that the Heat gotta win 30 less games. If your team gonna be better than the Heat, right? And then you said regular season, we can't sign Vic Oladipo. We already had the number 1 seed before he started playing.
Like, what is it? I didn't say you guys are going to lose 30 games. I said we're going to win more than 30 games.
And you also
said y'all going to regress.
You said the Magic going to be better than the Heat, right?
I said y'all going to regress. That's all I said. A regression. I didn't say you're going to lose 30 games. I said Orlando's going to win more than 30 games. That's what I said.
Oh, man. I even like the Spurs to be better, y'all, man.
I didn't say you guys are gonna lose. Because you guys, how many games did you win? 50 games this year? How many games did you win?
50 plus.
Yeah.
50 plus. So you're gonna regress. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna probably win what? 40, 44. You know, you're not gonna do what you did. You're losing talent. You're not gaining talent. So you have to sign and trade. As you have to sign and trade as a Heat team. I'm sorry, you feel like you guys could solely get out of the D League, keep pounding players like that. Hey, listen, you guys will do a great job of it. But
the one thing I was against the Miami Heat is that they have a good player development. So in terms of even say D League, people coming up, they got really good player development that happens over the Miami Heat. But as far as like the regression, I don't know if they'll win 50 games, but I think they'll be within the 40 to 50. I do believe they'll maybe be the second or third seed in the Eastern Conference. And then at least my team, I see us making the playoffs next year. I see us being in the play-in tournament. I see us being like number nine in the West when it comes down to the Spurs. We got 3 first-round picks this year.
Y'all
we got foundation over there.
Y'all were lucky this year as a Spurs team.
What'd you say?
Y'all was lucky this year as a Spurs team.
Oh no.
Y'all players was on and off.
Once again, in order to win a championship, you got to have 2 things, and we got one of them. We got the coach. We just missing that star player.
Y'all, you don't know your coach is leaving, right?
That's fine, man. That's fine. Everybody gets older. But we don't have that for sure. He hasn't put in
the first woman coach
resignation letter yet.
Be proud of that.
But if you had to look at this, one thing I know for sure is that the Spurs record was better than Orlando Magic last year. Is that true? Is that a fact?
I didn't quite hear you. Say it again.
I say, was the Spurs record better than Orlando Magic?
The Spurs? Yes.
Yeah.
I can agree. Okay. I can attest.
So what I'm saying, how do you say your team is going to make the jump from the bottom of the bottom, right?
The season is officially over.
You the guy that's going to say I started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Give it 6 months, and after we see training camp, new trades, and all that great, let's talk about the NBA season when all those things happen. But currently, based on what I can see, my current predictions, it might be the kid from Arizona in Orlando Magic uniform, but I would say we have a lot of defense on our team right now. So I would want to get the offensive kid from Duke. It makes more sense. The number Bonchero, he's 6'10", 6'11", 250, NBA body ready. You need one of those type of guys right now. You have Fultz, you have Franz Wagner. You have Isaac coming back from injury, defensive-minded player. So it's like you have Wendell Carter Jr. that could give you 17, 12 a night. So it's like if you go get Ayton, I would love that. Trade Wendell Carter, Terrence Ross to Phoenix for Ayton, then bring in the rookie kid, the number 1 pick. You know, whichever power forward you want to get, put Ayton at center, put this new rookie kid, put Isaac at the 3, and then you can put Franz at the 2, but then you still got Cole, you got Suggs, you got so much talent out there. So I'm not saying we're gonna win 50 games, but I like a transition like the Memphis Grizzlies because we do have a coach. We also have a good coach from the Dallas Mavericks. So it's like we had a Rick Carlisle's prodigy, just like the Spurs and his prodigy is that Steve Kerr's and all the great stuff. But like we have that potential. So I'm not gonna say we're gonna win 50 games. I'm not gonna say we're gonna win 45.
That's what it's playoffs for you.
30, 33, 35, 37, 40.
No, like 30. You gotta at least be in that range. The last time Orlando Magic was good,
we had 40 games in the East. That's a playoff team. 40 games in the East. I'm sorry.
East just
got better, the top 5. Top 5 for me. you guys are gonna be mad. Curry, he's in my top 5.
Are you talking about players?
LeBron, he's in my top 5 current players. LeBron, Giannis, he's in my top 5. Luka, he's in my top 5. And Joker, he's in my top 5. I'm gonna keep LeBron in my top 5 because he almost won a scoring title at 37.
What the hell you was arguing with earlier in the damn show? You keep bringing up KD top 5. You ain't even mention him this time.
I argued KD because of what was around him. So now what I'm saying is LeBron and KD is like this. They're like this. Hold on, like let me give it like this. It's like this. It's like this. KD need to win a ship by himself. He ran away from the championship team. So if he next year win a championship, I can be like, oh, okay, LeBron and KD like here. Then if he win another one, then I could be like, oh shit, LeBron, you're looking real regular. I'm just being honest.
So do you believe that Luka is overrated?
No. Simple answer to that. No. I'm sorry, Luke. That deal. And then you got Christian Wood now. Did you see that trade? Christian Wood. All right, so you know what LeBron? You know what Luka was missing to beat the Warriors? Shot making and a post presence. You know what Luka just got traded on his team? Post making. Good shot making. He can shoot. Christian Wood can shoot a little bit, but he's not no 3-point knockdown. But post presence, he got it now. So now everything else around him, if they could work and they could shoot, hey man, Luka might. Hey, Dallas might. I don't know. Dallas might be. I don't know. Because if Ayton go to the East, that's less posts for him. Got the Christian Wood got to worry about. So it's like it's gonna be AD he got to worry about. It's gonna be Draymond Green or whatever coming out. But it's not a lot of post presence in the West. Then he got to worry about the Denver guy, Joker. So it's like it's a lot of Dallas might be some work if Luka do better than what Luka. What is it? Tell me what Luka isn't doing. Tell me what Luka isn't doing.
Yeah, he has some. He has.
Luka gets better.
I think he learned how to get more of his teammates involved. But I mean, just to do a little transition because we kind of run into the tail end of it. But I want to get into some good information. Shout out to the Golden State, as we said earlier. And on the second half of this, we want to be able to. We know a lot of people. The NBA is kind of ending, and we're gonna kind of get into. We kind of pushing forward to the NFL season. I want to know, like, say for example, what's we talked about it earlier, like the expectation of teams, and hopefully people that's here, they already looked and liked, shared, and commented, and seen one of our previous videos that we did on the Sunday. We talked about the roster of our teams and talk about our schedule. But what I want to say is, like, moving into the NFL season, what are you looking for going forward into this NFL season coming up? Like, what are you looking forward to?
To be honest with you, I have my Super Bowl prediction already. A lot of people, they just wait to the the training camps to go along. I should wait for the same thing, but if things go as is, I like the Raiders to be somewhere in contention. I like the Raiders to possibly be in the AFC Championship, trying to do something crazy because they had a stout defense last year. They only got, and then their offense, they found a number one receiver, even though they lost Zay Jones even though they lost Zay Jones that went to the Jaguars. Duval. But yeah, they got the kid out that was in Green Bay. So yeah, it's I like the Raiders. They're in a very competitive conference as well as division. They got to play the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos. So if they can come out of the AFC West, who's to say they won't come out of the whole thing? The only team in the NFC they really have to look forward to to me wise is running it back as the Rams. So Niners gonna be good. You love the Cowboys. I told you the what I said your Cowboys are going 9-8. I still feel like your Cowboys is a 9-8 team. So that doesn't change much for me. But I like the Raiders to actually come in. I'm not gonna count out the Dolphins, but to me, the Dolphins is still the third best team in the AFC East until they can prove that to me. What's your take on it, H-Man?
Well, as you know, when it comes to us, man, in NFC, baby, we out here getting it in, man. If it's about the Cowboys Nation, baby, we all good, baby. We making it happen. I think basically when I looked into our team, I've been looking at some in-depth information, man. We kind of transformed our offense to be more that more going into that, going to be able to run a little bit more nowadays. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I think we got away with our team, we got away from him giving that offensive threat of him running, to give the play. I mean, what is it called? I'm trying to think this exact word. The handoff, the fake handoff. You know what I'm saying? The play action. Okay, here you go, give him the play action. Here you go. We kind of got away from it, and so we used to look forward to him at least doing the play action with Zeke. We're gonna add that in the backfield, and then now we're gonna show Lamb that he deserved that number one receiver spot, and then you guys gonna see us. This is my foresight. This ain't my fandom. This is just actually me looking at what our roster has put together. I see us making it actually to the second round of the playoffs. And then that's going to determine if we make it to the Super Bowl, how we perform there. I see us getting past the first, at least what we for the year, and then seeing us make it
there. Second round of the playoffs.
I'm kind of looking forward to.
You want to make a wager on that?
I like the Denver Broncos. And so I'm liking the Broncos roster this year. I like the addition of Russell Wilson. I like as far as their defense was already stout. They didn't have to change much on that side. I think they have already stayed the defense. The only problem that they had my man from Miami. He just couldn't get the fault. He couldn't Bridgewater couldn't get it down. He couldn't put the bridge under the water. The water couldn't be over the bridge. But now that they got Russell Wilson, I think they did good. So now I think the offense is gonna be able to score like in the Broncos. So I like that. I think that's going to be. That's my.
Win the Super Bowl this year.
Not win. I think they'll be there.
The
Yep, that's
so
what
wait.
I'm at with.
What is your Super Bowl prediction winner? That's what we're asking.
Oh, the Cowboys.
Okay, so Jay.
More.
So who do you? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Wait.
Well, to answer the first question, as far as what I'm looking forward to this year, I'm looking forward to betting Dolphins quarter one, run line, Dolphins quarter one over, Dolphins over for the game, the Dolphins first half, as well as Denver's first half, Denver's solo over for the game. I'm looking forward to, once again, Chicago Bears first half unders. I'm looking forward to
why do you feel first? Because the defense is only going to be good in the first half? The Bears?
That's just value bets for me, man.
I got you.
That's why I see value in it.
I'm not going to lie. When he was saying that, I was looking at the Jaguars because they're going to give the Jaguars some horrible runs. Like, they're going to give them +6. And I'm like, I'm going to take that. +6? What? And they're going to play who I'll say, like, if I look at a schedule, we're going to play like the Titans. They're going to give us +6. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that risk. Like I said, I Tannehill, I like him to regress. So, like, unless Henry just going to bulldoze in the 250 a game. Say that again.
All right. Go ahead, Wade. Finish out what you're saying.
Who, me?
Oh, but yeah,
looking forward to that.
A lot of these games, I like us in these games instead of us chasing. I don't see us chasing a lot this year because we approved all the way around. So it ain't no we're chasing. We're gonna be in a dog fight most weeks. So I'm ready for you. Whenever you give me a wager about this Cowboys game, you got. I'm because you're the team, right? So I'm gonna want plus 7 points. You can give me 7 points.
We'll see what happens at that game. Let's go with what
Oh,
else
you
are
want
you
to
looking?
do it when it gets close? Gets close. Okay. I get you. You want to see what we look like because you scared because my predictions be looking like, ooh, they look a little good these days. I get you. I understand. Yeah, I understand.
I'm
So
also gonna bet the Seahawks win total under whatever the total is. I'm betting that under. And there was one more.
they probably got it at 6 right now, 5. So you're gonna go under 5?
Yeah. And
Under 5? That's a lot, bro.
And Cincinnati win total under. They're gonna definitely regress this year. And as far as my Super Bowl prediction, I like Baltimore. I like Baltimore versus Green Bay, and Baltimore winning big.
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Did Baltimore ever catch up with Lamar Jackson where he decided to get? Because I thought he was on a holdout. Did he ever say he's going to come back in and start playing again?
I didn't hear anything about a holdout, so I can't really answer that question. I know there's some beef with him and his contract, and I know he wants to get paid. However, I think Baltimore is doing the right thing because he's an athletic, mobile quarterback. So you don't want to just throw boats load of money on him when he already got war and tread on the tires. You want to at least see what he could do this year before you throw a boatload of money. But he's going to get that contract. But Lamar only got 2 more years of eliteness left. And if he don't develop that arm and develop the knowledge of the pre-snap knowledge of the game, Lamar just going to be an average quarterback. 24 on. So he got to get better off that. But yeah, he got 2 more elite years left this year and next year. I mean, this upcoming year and the year after that, elite years, and after that he's gonna start dropping if you don't develop that knowledge in that arm.
Robert Griffin. You know who Robert Griffin is?
Yeah, I know who Robert Griffin is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He played for the Washington football team. I don't know what their name was. The Washington Redskins.
That's who he's gonna be. That's exactly. Wow. If that arm don't progress, that's exactly who he's gonna be.
Robert Griffin.
No, he'll be better than Robert. I'll get him a Vic. You know what I'm saying? Vic wasn't when Vic came back from jail, he wasn't elite.
Vic was still throwing them down the field fingers.
Yeah,
because
the game. If you could throw it down the field, you could throw it down the field, and with game planning, you could find out a way to call the play at the right time to throw it downfield. He had a great offensive coordinator in Andy Reid and Kelly when the following year Chip Kelly came. So he had people who was offensive minded. Like I said, Vic wasn't elite when he came back. He was good, and I believe Lamar Jackson will be that type of good, but he won't be elite. He won't be nowhere near MVP level.
Super Bowl. It's not Super Bowl.
I mean, I like Lamar Jackson. I don't know about the 2 year spectrum. I kind of work year to year, but I'm not really sure about that. But that sounds good. That sounds good with the Lamar Jackson. I hope he don't do a downtrodden root for him in his corner with that Lamar Jackson thing. but when it comes down to the elite quarterbacks this year, I hope they give him that man the bag. He deserves it. He's the one that keeps the offense going. If he don't run, he's their leading rusher. If he doesn't, he's their leading rusher. So if Lamar doesn't run or just stay in the pocket, I don't think it's hard to alter his game to do that right now. So I think they're gonna have to either get a good running back or they're gonna have to get somebody that's a deep threat. You know what I'm saying? They need that somebody's gonna stretch the field for them, that can open up. Because these pass rushers, these defensive ends are getting better. It's not like it's just getting worse out there.
So he ain't gonna be able to break no tackles as easy. He might still have a little speed. He ain't gonna be able to just push them off and juke him and stuff. He gonna lose.
Yeah, it ain't happen like that.
He's gonna start getting and them hits. It's gonna start connecting more. It ain't gonna be just try to get a hand on him and put him down. Nah, it's gonna be shoulder pad to stomach, shoulder pad to rib. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. He's gonna have to develop a 3-game snap. He's gonna have to develop a more accurate arm to stay at an elite level. Otherwise, he's just gonna be above average, good quarterback who's gonna miss games because he's still trying to run. Same thing like Vic in those last 2 years at Philly.
Yeah, just get your yards up, man.
Vic played for the Jets.
Yeah, he played.
Vic played for the Jets, right? He was
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and he was still trying to do the same thing. To run. He wasn't elite no more, but he still got enough speed to, you know what I'm saying, to run in the open field.
But that's not effective. Yeah. It's not.
This may be true, and I like this comment that we got here. If you guys can read it, it say Vic wasn't game planning. That's why he wasn't elite. I actually agree with it because it's just I like slogans. So a good slogan that I always get to say, hard work beat talent any day. When talent doesn't work hard, I think that a lot of people just depend on their talent and they don't work hard. So I think Vic got toward the end of it. He's just like, man, if all else fails, I could just run, man.
I could just run for about 7 yards.
I have a segment on my personal one, on my personal podcast, where I say AI is overrated for the same exact reason. You know what I mean? He was just all talent, but he never put in the preparation and the game work to actually be an elite point guard the way he could have been. He's still probably one of the best point guards to ever play this game. Top 5, if not top 10, definitely. But yeah, he left a lot on the table with the lack of preparation, the lack of caring for the game, the lack of knowledge for the game. He didn't know how to use his teammates in the correct fashion. He was just trying to carry, trying to be the Jordan. I think Jordan kind of killed the early 2000s and the 90s because everybody was just trying to carry the team instead of playing basketball, how the 80s played. But, that's another conversation, man.
Everybody want to be like Mike, man. That is another conversation.
All right, pow.
You know what I'm saying? Is it the shoes?
Nobody, though.
Is it the shoes?
To go off on another segment, guys, to give you some live quick bets. I know you guys, for some people that still look for some bets from the Sporting Goods podcast, we never stop giving you bets. We never stop giving you picks. We still continuously do it. We do offer $25 free pick for the week. You go ahead and submit the $25. We do $60 for the month. You get a total of throughout the month. You get 28 total picks. For the first week, you get about 7 to 12 picks. You will just put what you have on it. We give you up to 3 picks a day sometimes. Sometimes we try to solely focus on 1 pick so you can do a single bet. So it's Sporting Goods Podcast. When you are ready to go ahead and contribute to the Cash App, you can go ahead and set those, send that deposit, send us the screenshot on our DMs, and we'll go ahead and send those picks out for you. But currently, since we're running a show, basically give you some free promo and give you some live betting to do right now. Currently, right now, is the Giants versus Pirates. For the guys that did get our picks, we chose the Giants first half. That is currently hitting, as well as if you want a live bet, I'll take the Giants 1.5. They're going to go on a scoring trend towards the Pirates. The Pirates has a mediocre pitcher playing right now. For the Rockies and Padres, the game hasn't started. We chose the Padres money line that game, as well as for the game in Phillies and Nationals, we chose the Nationals to win this game. Money line, the Nationals is currently tied at the bottom of the 4th, as well as we have the Mets and Marlins. We chose the Marlins to lose this game.
That was
so
so
I got the boys hyped. You thought I was going to say Marlins win. We got the Mets run line this game. We also have the Astros. It's the middle of the first against the White Sox. We have the Astros to money line this game. We also have the Twins to money line versus the Diamondbacks, as well as we have the Angels and Mariners under the first half. So we're going the first half under the Angels and Mariners game, as well as the Dodgers and the Guardians. We have the Dodgers and the Guardians 2.5. So we like the Dodgers to beat the Guardians by at least 3 runs this game because they have mediocre pitchers in Plesac in the Cleveland, as well as we have Kershaw coming back after having a long rest to pitch a game. So we like the Dodgers to win at least by 3 runs.
Good.
Go ahead with the next
Make
section
sure
here.
you take a liking. Make sure everybody go ahead and share and comment. We appreciate all the guests for joining in this evening, man. It was good to have my main man Wig have the dynamic trio on this bad boy, baby. If you seen the flyer, we actually set up like the flyer, baby. If you see,
like, share, and comment on our podcast, man. Share our information, and you might get a free gift card. Nobody ain't really did get the gift cards. So we're just going to contribute it to the business. I guess you guys don't want free money. We're just going to keep up and send it with the business. We just made some more money. Wearing this yellow blue, baby. The Warriors won it all. I've been saying this since December. I've been saying this since forever. Put shades on before we go. Sesame Street, I look like Big Bird. But it's blue, baby. We
forget Money Duffel,
Warriors,
man.
Blue, baby. I call it funny, man. I call it.
Teams, man.
You know I called it. I should have the recording set for you guys. Next time I'm going to play it, though. The next time I'm going to play the record. Because a lot of you don't believe. Y'all don't believe it. I post it on Facebook all the time. You guys don't believe that I said this. I've been saying this. I've been saying this months upon months. I've been saying it. Get on the winning team, man. Sporting Good Podcast. Get on the winning team.
You guys boys suck, man. Anything you want to drop with? Go ahead and tell the people your personal chat if you want to. Share how people can catch up with you. I know you got a couple things people that follow you too, brother.
So we got Raw Youth Academy live in effect this summer. Sunday mornings we do basketball training at Perry Middle. At Perry the local facility, the gymnasium, and then Saturday mornings. For the next 4 weeks, every Saturday morning at Brownsville Church of Christ, we'll be having free chess lessons. And then, of course, the next day on Sunday, y'all come back to Brownsville Church of Christ for some worship and tutoring or what? I mean, not tutoring, worship.
Praise the Lord.
But for more inquiry, you can email us at Raw Sports Training. Catch me on Instagram at Raw Youth Academy. And that's about it going on. Every weekend we doing something with the youth.
Hey, man, that's good, man. I like that, man. Empower the youth, man. That's our future. 100%, man. If you guys need to find me, you can always find your boy right here every day. Most times on YouTube. Find me on Facebook. Your boy name is Devon Hydrick. If you want to find me, man, Devon Hydrick on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to find me and make me host your show, call it H Hendrix, because I'm the greatest on it, man. Let's rock and roll. And we out, man. Appreciate y'all for joining in. Go ahead.
Let me shout out. Dang.
It was yours.
Mr. Yellow. If you want to look for me on Facebook, it's Travis Cook. Travis Cook. And then as well as if you want to find me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Money Duff Trav. One word. You'll find me on all those platforms. I'm going to be on Twitch tonight. If you guys want to watch me on Twitch, hooping up, trying to get my hoop dreams going. I ain't never got to win a championship with the Warriors. I'm drinking my cup. I can only, make money when they win for me. But I'm going to be on my Twitch trying to win these championships. So y'all could just come watch me. Money Duff Trav, as I said. And, like, share, and follow Sporting Goods Podcast. Please share our content. Please. When you share our content, as well as go on our Patreon. We do have a Patreon up, as well as we do have a Discord up. The Sporting Goods Podcast. You can find us outside the road. I guess. Hey, I'm gonna have a sign up. You can find me on the side of the road. But yeah, Sporting Good Podcast. Like, share, and follow our content, and we out.
Deuces, man.